everybody, and welcome to the Nora Seroussi Show. Today, we are going to learn about opera. I'm going to have an education too. And I want to introduce my guest, Hortenzia Forray. Welcome.
Hello, well, thank you so much for your invitation.
So, I kind of let people know that you're going to give us a history a little bit about opera and how did you get involved in it. Because I'm not so familiar with the world. I mean, I'm a music lover in general, but opera is not really my thing. But yeah. I would love to listen to it. So I want you to, teach us.
Okay. The main thing is that I loved singing since a little child. I was with my mom in the kitchen by dishwashing, and she loved opera, and she always listened to opera and knew the most well-known arias and choirs, And then she knew that I hated to wash dishes. Mm-hmm. So she told me, okay, Hortenzia, if you come with me dishwashing, we will sing together. Okay, Mom. So I will come. And I don't know, I grew up with this love for music. That was in Transylvania, in Mediaș, where I was grown up. Afterwards, I came to Bucharest at the age of 16. Interesting was that my mom's dream was for me the law school. But I was too romantic, too dreamerish, so it couldn't happen. I just wanted to sing always. Okay, and then she told me one day, okay, you are 16. We have to choose opera or law school. Yeah. And I said, okay, what's your opinion? We're going to a teacher, and she will tell us, is okay for you opera or not? Do you have really an outstanding voice or not? So it came the big day for me. I did not sleep any minute that night. And when I got to that teacher, she asked me, why do you want to sing? And I said, because singing is my life. Singing is everything. When you're sad, when you have troubles, when you have everything, when you start to sing, everything changes. Everything is beautiful. That was the beginning. Then I started to take singing lessons. I started to learn music, because music is music theory and everything. I knew very little about it. I could a little bit play piano, but not so much, just a little bit. So that was the beginning of my journey.
So basically, when you went to this lady,
yeah,
it was like an audition. She was checking to see if you actually have a voice, and if you should continue on this road or not.
Yeah, that was at 16. Afterwards, she was Bianca Manoleanu. It's a very good singer. And after 2 years of learning with her vocalizes and things and everything and every sound, I got to Arta Florescu. She was one of the well-known sopranos of Romania. And she listened to me and she said, okay, honey, I like very much your voice.
That's a picture. I mean, when did you find that one? Oh my gosh, I just realized.
That was a surprise for you.
There's a picture. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, that was, I think, the gala for the woman gala, I don't know, something.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, that's very
where
nice
I
surprise.
sang some songs.
Wait a second, I remember that.
I think that was like 5 years ago, something, I think.
I was trying to remember, when did we meet?
Long ago.
And I couldn't, we don't talk about dates here, and we don't talk about...
No.
Because I could start talking then in decades. I don't need to do that.
No.
So I said, I was thinking, gosh, when did I meet her? But I know this must have been about maybe 5 years ago.
No,
okay.
More, much more.
Maybe more. Okay.
Much
anyway, it was
more.
a while ago.
Yeah.
But thank you. That's a lovely surprise. If I had to go through my 10,000 pictures, I think I wouldn't be able to do it. So, you moved to Bucharest. Yeah. How was that? Because I'm understanding you grew up in a small town, yeah?
Yes, I was growing up in a small town, but I'm Hungarian. Yeah. So, my parents raised...
Köszönöm szépen.
My parents raised me up simultaneously in 3 cultures, like Hungarian, German school in the first 8 years, and Romanian language in the street and everything. So for me, it was not such a huge change. Okay, it was huge change that we came to a bigger city, but that was always my dream. I dreamed about big cities. I'm a very sociable person, and I like movements, and I like sound around me, you know. In Transylvania, it's very nice, but it's very quiet for me, too quiet. So
you strike me as a big city girl, and I know you've traveled a lot. I want to talk about that later.
Yes, and I loved Bucharest from the beginning. I loved it, and I loved that I could follow my passion, the music. For me, music is another word. It's everything. In the moment, you know, there are a lot of types of musicians, but I think that we singers who we carry our instrument in beside our hearts, you know, feel a little bit the beauty of the music and everything otherwise.
Okay, I want to tell you 2 things. First of all, music, I can't live without it, and I've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Now, last year, you know, my father passed away, went to heaven.
I'm sorry.
And we are not supposed to listen to music. It was such a hard period for me because I'm grieving so badly. I have so much pain. And one of my releases and one of my joys is music, and you take that away, and it's really...
It's hard.
Until, you know, you don't realize how much you miss the music until you don't have it.
I know.
And every day, I told you, I get up, I do my exercise to music. I have to listen to music in the car. It is such a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
That I marvel that there are people who don't need to listen to music. They're okay. And I'm like, how do you do that? I can't do that. No.
Yeah, I know.
The other thing I want to tell you is I had a friend of mine in Israel that's a very well-known singer.
Yeah.
And now, I was backstage, so I've seen it from that part too. I mean, it's a gift from God to be able to sing like that, as far as I'm concerned. What you have is a gift. But the most amazing thing one of the most amazing things I've ever seen is to be watching this audience. He's singing the song, and he puts a microphone like this, and everybody is singing the song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my God, it is such a high. I've never seen anything like it. I said, if I come back in another life, I want to be able to sing. To watch how they do it, because, you know, it's different when you're in the audience, you're at a concert, you're singing. But to have a different perspective from behind and watch everybody, you've written the song, you played the song, and the whole country knows your song.
Yeah.
It's something unbelievable.
It is.
It's so exciting. I want to tell you, I was like, oh, I said, really, in my next life, not that I believe in that, but I said, I would love to be a singer and have the joy of you know, you give people joy.
Yes.
You really do. You watch I love to watch other people watching people.
Yeah.
I really do. I find that much more interesting sometimes than watching the actual thing itself. It's such an amazing thing. It's a gift. You know that, right? I'm sure you...
It is a gift for me, like a musician, like a singer. The moment that I start to sing, I close my eyes and I pray in myself, God, I want that everybody gets a little part of me in this moment. Everybody should feel this miracle of the music. Music heals. Music gives joy. Music helps you. Even if when you're mourning and you have pain and everything and you can't cry anymore, if you listen to an adagio, albinoni, or something else, you just have to cry. It's something so touching.
It's very true. Music, depending on your mood. You know, it's a funny thing. Let's say I'm drinking wine. If I'm drinking wine and I'm in a good mood, I'm very giggly. I did not drink a lot of wine last year because if I started to drink wine, I started to cry.
Yes.
You know, it really affects you with the mood. And then God, if you put on the music then, and it said, I will be finished in tears.
I know.
So in a way, they're very clever when they say you shouldn't be listening to that, because on one hand, you feel like you can release some of it, but on the other hand, when the time passes that you can, then you're like, you know?
Yeah.
And then I have to say I appreciated the music even more after.
Yeah. You know, when I appreciated the most and when I understood what really music means, when I was studying for the music university to prepare myself, I had to study since morning very early, that's awful for a singer, till night. And I had so much to study, theory and music history and everything, that I did not have any time for listening music, you know. And that was the time when Montserrat Caballé and Freddie Mercury made that special song Barcelona, you know. And I was thrilled out. That's wonderful. I want to listen to it. But I knew I don't have for it. So I studied from morning till evening, and before I went to sleep, okay, I said, you have time, 5 minutes. 5 minutes you have to listen. That was marvelous for me, that 5 minutes. Yeah. And then I understood, wow, me either, like a singer, how much I need to listen music. I need very much. It's I don't know, it's a joy. It's a miracle.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Do you ever get bored doing it?
No, never.
Never.
Never. I can't get bored because every time I have songs which I sang a lot of times, 100 times and everything, but it's such a, I don't know, every time I sing otherwise.
She likes to go to work, people. This is a good thing.
It's not a
She
work.
likes to go to work because exactly, it doesn't feel like work. You know, she's so lucky. You know how lucky you are that you can do that?
I know. If you love...
There are people that hate to go to work and they're like, oh, I have to go to work. And you love it. I'm so happy to hear it.
I love everything I do, which is about music. You know, I'm working for the Romanian army. The Romanian army has an artistic ensemble, Doina, which is very interesting because we have popular singers, like country singers, you know, Romanian country music singers, or traditional national music singers. We have pop singers, and we are some opera singers.
See, I did not know that till you told me that.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I don't know if a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
that the army has their own national
yes, and
singing.
we sing quite a lot. We sing when we have delegations from NATO and the army delegation. It's very interesting and very nice. And we have a very good director who is a very good violin player. And I just told him one of these days, we are preparing now songs for Christmas, you know, because it's very short time until the Christmas. And I said, oh, I can't wait to start to sing these songs because I'm like a little child when I start to sing them. And he asked, do you still happy for them? Yeah, I'm very happy. I love to sing them. Maybe it depends on your personality too, you know, what kind of temperament do you have. But I feel very much music. I feel it very deeply.
I know you a little bit enough to say you have the right temperament for this, because when you talk, you know, it's a pleasure for me, because when you talk about it, your face lights up.
Thank you.
And I can feel, for those of you not so lucky to further, maybe you'll just sing a little something for us and surprise us. But you know, I've seen you sing, and it's so lovely to hear, and it is. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. It's like ice cream for the ears.
Yeah, that's something.
Okay, it really. You just, if you sit there, close your eyes, and you just let it wash over you. It is.
You know,
the whole point, I would think, is that you're. It's like you're being transported to another place.
I am, because in the moment I am singing, I always say in my mind. You know, we are believing in God, in angels and everything. And I want to make this comparison before I start and the music begins. Then I said, okay, God, please send me all the angels here. I want them to give all their support, to see the people a little more happier. Because if you are going to the streets, on the streets here in Romania and every place, everywhere, you know, life it's just hurry, just work, just so many things happen that we do not have time to lift up our eyes, you know, and to see the blue sky and to hear the music of everything. And in that moment that I start to sing, I give everything from me.
Bless you. Now, let's talk. So you got into the academy, right?
Yeah, in the music.
And then, did you know where you wanted to go? I mean, you had a direction?
Yeah, I had to...
Did they put, you said, I want to go to the National Theatre, or I want to do National Opera? Did you have...
I had
Did
my
they give
debut.
you choices? I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I had my debut in '98 with a small role because it was from Mozart, the Zauberflöte. I was one of the 3 children, you know, and wow, it was for me a miracle to be on the big stage, on the opera, with the big, huge singers beside me. You know, I was in I think, the 3rd or 4th year in the music university, and that feeling on the stage was wonderful. But also, besides my love for the music, I love very much traveling. So I just thought about it. Yeah, it would be perfect for me to give audition to the opera, but then I have to stay fixed, you know, in a place. I want to go. I want to travel. I want to visit. I want to sing everywhere. Till now, I sang in 13 languages.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love that.
Amazing. Did you hear that? 13 languages. Wow.
I love that. I love to sing in many, many languages. I love every language. I think it's a German word, ein Mensch, ein Wort. How many languages do you speak? So many people are in you, you know? And through so many cultures you can see the whole world. Recently, in the last years, I had the chance to visit 3 times Brazil, to sing there. I had a lot of concerts in churches, in little events and everything, you know. It was such an experience to meet people there, you know, to see their mentality, their living, and that's the place where I learned something which touched me very much. You know, in Rio de Janeiro, when I got...
Because I saw the picture of Christ the Redeemer.
Yes. When I got the first time in Rio, I said to myself before, I'm in the plane, yeah, it was a long trip, I said, oh, yeah, I know, the places are beautiful, but I don't know how will be the people. I spoke to some friends and they said, okay. But I stood there totally 4.5 months. Yeah?
Wow, that long, huh?
The first time 1.5 months, the second time the same, the third time the same. And I was amazed by the simplicity of the people, you know. I had on my concerts people who had not big music culture, but were so touched by my singing. Were sitting on the first lines in the church, and they just closed their eyes and they felt so much. When I was walking on the streets, the greatest experience was, you know, it came to me a person, oh, give me money, and I did not have a purse with me then, and I said, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't have now with me, and she looked at me and said, it's not a problem. Que Dios te bendigas. God bless you. It's not a problem. That's the first place in the world where I met such a mentality, you know? The simple things and the I don't know, not so much modernism maybe, but you see, music had an effect above them too. So, I don't know. It's very interesting to go to different places.
So where else did you go?
Oh, I was in Europe and a lot of places. In the States, I was like 3 or 4 times. I was in Texas like 2 months. I had concerts in more than 50 churches.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of kind of
Texas?
churches.
Did you understand everything they said?
Yeah, I understood
yes,
the text.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. They were very lovely with the cowboy hats and everything.
Okay, I have to tell you a quick story. So you know I had a restaurant called Texas West, right? And I went to Dallas. I wanted to get recipes and get a feel and get some hats and all that. And they are yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And when I tell the people, they go, it's not real. Yes, it is real. They really do talk like this. And they're so polite. And You know, sometimes it's not a put on. They really are like this. And they're so, I have to tell you, of all the places I've been in America, I love Dallas.
Yeah, me too.
They are so helpful, such lovely people.
Yeah, I sang in Denton for the Rotary Club.
Yeah.
And, it's come a big, huge Texan, you know, with big belly and a cowboy hat.
Oh, they must have loved you.
Yeah, I was younger. That was in 2001. And he looked at me like this. So, you will sing to us. And yes, I said, yes, I will. Where are you from? I said, Romania. Is that overseas? And they said, yeah, that's overseas. Great, ma'am. I want to listen to you. I already love you.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
You know, that's very nice to hear, being, you know, American and Canadian, that they're open to it.
Yeah, very open.
Sometimes in some of the other places in America, they're maybe not as open as they could be.
I sang in Texas, in Tennessee, in New York, in Chicago, in, where was the other place? In Arkansas. I made some video clips for, it was a Safe TV, a television. That was very nice too. I don't know, I loved people there. It was wonderful.
So if I asked you, what is your most favorite place you've ever been?
If you would put me this question 5-6 years ago,
Yeah.
I just won't tell you New York. But now, I changed my mind.
Yeah?
I love Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, you do?
Yes, because...
So you threw New York out and put Rio, did you?
Do you want me to tell you why?
Of course I want to know why.
Because I'm a very romantic person. Like, I love nature, and to see the ocean and the mountains and the beautiful flowers and everything. The nature is wonderful there. So, and my favorite thing was that at the evening I was living very near to the shore. It was in Piratininga, outside a little bit of Rio de Janeiro, and in the evening when you go out, you can find mountains of coconuts. You know, the green coconuts. They cut them. They put
the straw.
Yeah, a straw, and you just sit there with the coconut in your hand, and you see the stars and you feel the ocean.
I'm amazed you came back. Listen to you. You sound like you're ready to move back tomorrow.
Because I still want to see other places too.
There's a whole world out there.
I want to see a lot of places, and I want to sing in much more languages.
Well, that'll be quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, that would be, and it will be, you know. My grandmother, I have a very clever grandmother. She's 88 years old.
God bless.
Yeah, thank you.
Mulțumesc.
Thank you. And my grandpa is 90 years old.
Mulțumesc.
And he's, thank you, still driving.
Oh, God bless.
Yeah, they are very cute people, you know. And she said, always when she calls me every day, and, are you okay, my darling? Yes, I'm okay. And once when we spoke, she said, you know, you have to dream. You have to dream, and if you really believe in your dream and you want it, it will happen. So...
You know that I'm a big believer in this. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, you are?
Oh, that's how I base most of my life and my philosophy, and I tell people.
My philosophy is the same.
You have to, but you have to be clear, and I always say you have to be focused, and you have to be realistic to a certain point too.
Oh,
I mean, I would say I'd love to
normally.
be an opera singer, and that is not going to happen. So I've accepted that, but I will do other things. You know, you're in a very fortunate position that you can see what, you know, that you have this gift and you can travel. So
Yes.
when does the military, I mean, they make a fuss if you want to go somewhere, or how does it work?
Usually I need to ask permission to go away, because that's the, you know, the army is army. But I love very much our army. That's the truth. I love it very much, and I love to sing for the army.
We have some mutual friends,
Yeah?
and they sing in another opera, another kind of opera. But because I didn't actually know that until we were talking about it, and then you mentioned about the military opera. And I was fascinated by that.
Yes, I'm very fulfilled with what I am doing, because I'm doing it with all my heart. And to sing to the military, to serve your country, it's something very proudful.
Okay, that's dedication, people. Are you listening to this? This is dedication.
I'm very proud that I can work for the army and I can sing for the army. That's God's blessing, because in every country the army is the power, everything. So I'm lucky to be there. And maybe some people are saying, she's not singing in the opera. No, I'm not singing in the opera now. But I have opera concerts, a lot of them. And when we have different holidays like Christmas or like Easter or like others, we have open concerts too, very nice open concerts.
Lovely.
Beside this, I always have around Christmas different concerts.
You have a Christmas show, if I remember.
No, I don't have a Christmas show.
You invited me a few years ago.
Yes, it was a very nice
I felt so bad I said I could come, but I said one day I will make it there.
I will invite you. I don't know this year where I will have this concert, but I'm collaborating with a little orchestra. Yeah. And I searched for the most beautiful Christmas classical music, like or Christmas or classical religious music, like Ave Marias, like Caccini, like Gomez, or I just found, and I love it so much, and I love to sing it, the Redeemer, or Divine Redeemer from Gounod, Charles Gounod. Wonderful piece. And then I sing O Holy Night from Adam Adolf. I have a lot of music to sing.
Are you going to sing something for us?
I would love to sing, but I don't know if we have mics prepared and everything, but I would come with an other proposition.
What?
Why do you don't come with your interview once in one of my concerts?
Okay, let's talk about this now.
Yeah.
So I have missed a few shows because I was doing some filming outside. And Alexandra and I talked about this, and he said, can you do a live feed? And I was like, I have no idea even how to begin to think to do that. So I'm sure that the gentleman would help me with that and figure it out, but until I do, thank you, we will think about it.
We'll have to make together something.
Yeah, there must be a way, but I just don't know how to do it.
I'm very open. You will laugh about something, you know? Okay, I'm dreamerish, I'm romantic, I'm a singer, but a lot of concerts of myself, I organize them.
Really?
Yes, because my friends are laughing about me. When it comes to Christmas, like October, November, and I don't have any scheduled things beside the army, because I have a lot in the army, but outside the army, then I'm a little bit nervous, and they ask me, what is with you? I did not organize a concert, and they said, but why do you don't wait that anybody comes? Oh, why to wait? I will organize a
So you organize it yourself?
Yeah,
really?
I went to the
I didn't know that.
To the Italian Catholic Church and to the priest, and I said, okay, look, I have the orchestra, yeah, I'm opera singer, I can bring you my CV, which is plenty of. I want to have a concert here at your church. Is it possible? And I have this repertoire, this. I'm open. Yeah?
And as long as you sing Ave Maria, I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah. And he was like shocked. Yeah, do you want me? Yeah, I want to come here. And so we had the concert on the Christmas, and it was a blessing. It was very nice. So that's why I told you singing is my life. I love so much to sing that even when I don't have any scheduled concerts in a short time, then I said, okay, I won't stay with my hands on, on my knees. No.
You're a child. You cannot stay with your hands on your knees. This much I can tell you.
I think about it. Okay, let's think about it. What can I make? And if I don't find a church, I love to sing in Catholic church because they have very good sound. Or I had the other Easter, I had a concert with the engineers orchestra in the Lutheran church. Then I had at the Hungarian Lutheran church. I have places where to sing, but I like very much to sing, to have concerts to help people also, So I am to fundraisings or things like that.
I have another question.
Yeah.
If you're at home,
yeah,
what kind of music you turn on?
What kind of music? Okay.
To listen to now, like as a listener.
I have moments and moments.
Yeah.
I have moments when I need Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
I have moments when I need Lara Fabian.
Yeah.
I have moments when I need Freddie Mercury. I have moments, mostly romantic music. I have moments when I need to listen some instrumental music. I have moments when I want to listen to opera. It depends on what what I feel.
I agree with you on that. It's a music thing and it's a mood thing.
Yeah, of course.
It can set the mood, but it can also add to the mood. So I told you I do my exercise. I used to do it to Prince, now I'm doing it to Greatest Showman because I love this soundtrack. If I want something mellow, I'll listen to, let's say, Guilty, Barbra Streisand.
Oh, I love Barbra Streisand.
I mean, it depends, and it really goes with the mood. And they know if I get nervous, which songs to play, the album to get me to relax in the car. It's very funny how I can listen to certain music and how it affects me.
Yes, of course.
And it really makes, for me, a difference. So I'm curious to know when somebody's a singer, what kind of music do they listen to?
Oh, I love Lara Fabian very much, very, very much. Whitney Houston. I don't know what I feel in that moment,
What kind of music does your child like to listen to?
Oh, why? Oh, why?
What? I still am going to ask questions. You don't have to answer if you don't want.
My little angel, my little star, he is 14 years old. But when he was like 1.5 years, always in the car was classical music. Like he listened to Mozart. Oh, so much Mozart, Vivaldi, everything. Everything was okay. He loved it. He was playing with the cars and listening. But one day, but not singing. No, just listen, just listen, just listened. In the car, you have programs, radio programs for children also. Itsy Bitsy.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah. And I usually put him Itsy Bitsy too, And one day, then it was silence. One day, I heard from him, I love rock and roll. And I said, oh my. That's why I put in your head so much Mozart and Vivaldi and everything, and you come with, I love rock and roll. He is such a thing. And he said, Mommy, I always, when I practice, because we opera singers are like athletes, we have to practice every day. We have to sing every time. It's an instrument. It's a muscle which needs to be worked out. And when he listens to me that I'm singing, he comes to me, and every time he kisses me, and he hugs me. He said, Mommy, it's so nice. But it's so nice that it melts my heart and it comes me to cry. Please don't be upset, but I never want to sing songs like you. And it was just once when he was I think 5-6 years ago. Yeah, he was like 8 years old. He has a very nice voice. Now he's changing. Now he speaks like this,
Mine has the same thing.
Till then, he had a very sparkling voice, And I said, okay, Chris, I was invited to have a concert in their school, the Hungarian school, which has a scene and everything. And I said, okay. Chris, do you want to sing with me? He knew everything which I sang.
I'm sure, if you heard it every single day.
Yeah, and it was a song which he loved very much, Santa Lucia, you know. They said, please, Chris, come and sing with me. Oh no, mommy, what will say the kids there? No. And I said, okay, I'll pay you. How you want? I pay you with what do you want?
No.
We do what you want, but
Really?
please come. They said, you know, I'm thrilled when you are happy. I want to make you happy. But help me, because I'm shy, and I don't know what the children will say. They said, do you trust in mommy? I said, of course I trust in you. Okay, then let me decide that. Till then, practice with me. And you practiced. He sang the first part of the song, Santa Lucia, and then I sang higher, you know, where it was needed. And I went out to on the stage, and before the children, it was full with 150 children. And then I said, okay, kids, I had my the 11th and the 12th grade in this school. I was also in the Hungarian school, so I know everybody. It's like a family. I want to ask you something. You know that I'm an opera singer, that I will sing for you opera, arias, operettas, and everything, and other songs too. But you are not curious what kind of voice my son has? And yes. And that's okay, but I need your help. And especially the girls. If you want to see my little son singing, please give me a big hand. And then the whole school, you know, yeah.
Oh, he must have been thrilled.
Yeah, and then he came out so shy, you know, raised up his head and said, oh, mommy, I will be a star now. Beside the piece, you know. And he started to sing like an angel. That was the first and the last time.
I know, because I wanted to ask, is he planning the same route, or that was first and last, huh?
He loves music, but he wants to be a doctor.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He has an allergy on milk protein, on casein. And so he had a lot of bad memories in the hospital when he had problems. And he said, mommy, I want to be a doctor, but another kind of doctor. You know, I want to be like you. How much you love music and to sing, I want to be that kind of doctor. I want to love what I do. I want to help people, but not like an angry man. I want to smile, and I want to bring joy to the sick people. So that's his dream now. I hope it won't change.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's very funny. My little one, when he was in school, they did, Jack and the Beanstalk, and he was Jack. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. Now if I tell him, come on stage, he's become very shy.
Yeah.
And also we had the thing where, because I said, oh my God, he's sick, let's put the Tanta Verde, let's put the spray, and and he's like, I feel fine. I said, well, you don't sound fine. 3 days of this silliness, and then we actually realized that his voice has changed. So I went to Israel. My sister says he's sick. I said, no, actually his voice, and because it was so early, and I was like, so then he goes, Mommy. So I didn't go, Mommy. He says, you didn't answer. I said, I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry.
Oh, my son is angry of his change, and he said, it's not a problem that it changed, but Mommy, it should be quicker, because I won't be a singer on the stage. But he sings always in the house. And you know, Ed Sheeran and everything, every modern song, I have musical memory, but I have nothing besides him. He has such a talent for this. But he said, you know, Mommy, it's wonderful, but I'm kind of style of child who wants to be a very powerful man when I will be. And I saw it's wonderful to be an artist, but I want to be rich also. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, like a doctor.
He's very realistic.
Yeah, I have much more chances.
Okay, so he has seen the artistic side of life. He's probably heard you singing since he was little. And he's made his own decision to say, right, it's very nice, Mom. I love what you do.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but I want to be a
enough.
doctor.
It's enough. He said, no, it's very nice, but no. to listen to you, it's okay.
I think that's a very sweet story.
He is a very sweet boy, but you know, because you have a son too, and
every day I thank God, really.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you. I'm so lucky. Really, thank God. He's so sweet.
You know, I can be tired. I can be with no power and everything in me. But when I see his eyes, and when he looks at me, and Mommy, I love you, I am the most powerful tiger on the world, you know?
That's when, I don't know, we have a word, you melt, you know?
Yeah.
Because he can be like, Mommy, and I'm like, yes, Mommy. Because when he was little, he didn't, in Romanian, te iubesc.
Yeah.
He probably is going to kill me for saying this story. And he came one day and he says to me, Mommy, te iubesc. I'm like, what? He goes, te iubesc. I'm like, oh, I said, that's very nice. And it was so cute. I mean, you just want to eat them. They're so adorable.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I come home and he's like, Mommy, I love you. And he tells me this. The other day he said it to me a lot. So I was like, I love you too. I said, is there anything that I should know about? Something happened, because at this point you've said it so many times that I'm starting to worry a little bit. So I said to Lumi, Lumi, is everything okay? Because I said something, I love you. But I mean, this is the joy of my life and the best thing I've ever done. And I wish everybody to feel the same way and to have that, because it was so hard. It was such a journey, because I did it so late. And that's why you do it when you're younger. You don't wait till you get older, because it is much harder.
Who is old here?
Oh, I didn't say older. I said older. Because we are all getting older every day.
Yeah,
you don't get these days back. And that's why you have to make the best of it. And I keep telling everybody that. Today I had a discussion. And I said, people, the day goes and that's it. There's no, you don't have yesterday, you have tomorrow.
Yes.
You have to move ahead. Add life to your days, not just days to your life. I'm hammering everybody on the head with this.
You have to find the beauty of each day. You have to find the beauty of each wrinkle. You have to...
No, that I don't have to find the beauty of.
you have to, I don't know. I think that we have to be happy for every day, which we have from God.
Listen, we are very lucky.
Yes.
And we really, we were talking about it also today. I said, we have to give thanks. I said, I've been to countries and places where the people have nothing. And so have you. Because there are a lot of people maybe who haven't traveled and haven't seen that.
Yes.
They have nothing. Believe me, we are so lucky.
Yes, I know.
And we have to count our blessings every day. And it's so nice to sit with somebody who recognizes that, appreciates that, and I appreciate the fact that, you have a voice, you put it to good use, you love to sing in the church. I mean, that's really a blessing, Tenzi. That's a blessing.
It is. It is a real blessing.
It's a blessing for you, and it's a blessing for the people listening to you.
I hope so, because for me it's a really joy. It's I once spoke with a very good friend of mine, and he said, okay, but are you not tired to smile so much when you are speaking about singing? And I said, I can't stop it, because I feel every sound in me. I think that's a miracle from God.
I'm 100% sure. If you weren't a singer,
yeah,
what else would you have done?
Wow, interesting question.
Let's see the interesting answer.
I love a lot of things to do. I like design. I like to, how do you say, to create cakes.
Really?
Yeah, I did not have any chance.
I didn't know that. You see, I'm discovering something new here.
In the last time
she not only sings, she can create cakes. All right.
I create a lot of cakes. I created for my son, because he is allergic and he can't eat anything with milk products. So I made him the most difficult cakes in the world.
You had to get creative.
Yeah, with almond milk and with other things. And so when I have a little bit break, and so And when I'm not so tired with everything, then I said, okay. He asked me in weekends, Mommy, do you make me something sweet? But you know, the real sweet, you know. And then I say, okay, tell me, what did you see? What do you want me to do for you? And then, do you make, okay, we'll do it.
So guess what, everybody? Not only can she sing, she also bakes. She does a lot of things.
Yeah, but that's when I have a little time. I told you, very much to travel. I think I would be, and I would do television also.
Good. Tenzi, they're giving me a signal that we are done.
Oh la la.
Yes. I want to say thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
It was very entertaining.
Thank you.
And we will see you next week. Thanks and have a good night. Ciao.